yourself, Andre Cordova.
Came all the way to Australia for my first podcast, Sascha Cologne.
And welcome to Sabotage. Hi, Sascha.
Hi, Andre.
Busy week, as you know. We are in the middle of Mardi Gras.
Oh, yeah. Party season.
This is actually a potential finale episode for season 4 because I'm using it as a segue into a spin-off series called Sabotage Now It's Personal, where instead of being about a subject, it's about a person. Case in point, right here, this guy. You're visiting here for 4 weeks, you said?
Exactly, 4.5 weeks. I'm going to be in Australia in Sydney 4, and I'm just escaping the cold winter back in Germany.
Do you get much jet lag? Because you travel a lot.
Oh, yeah, I do. You're right. I travel a lot, but it's like 10-hour difference compared to Germany.
Yeah.
So it takes me about a week until I adjust. It's been like 2 days since I
2 days of feeling
finally
like
made
okay.
it.
Yeah,
exactly. That I didn't get up at 6 or 6:30. So now it's like 7:30.
That's still too early for me. I like to sleep in until about 11:30.
Oh yeah, you texted me today at 11:30.
Yeah. No, that was unintentional though. I was like, because I went to bed much later than I intended.
I'm here for Mardi Gras, exactly. And as I said, to escape the winter and to visit a good friend of mine.
You work as content creator
for OnlyFans. Then I also have a company called Digital Projects GmbH. It's a German term for, what is it? LTR? Is that possible in English?
I think I know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, so you're saying?
Yeah. So, and we take care of content creators finding each other, for example.
Oh, okay.
Through a website called Collab Finder. We are working on some other stuff as well. We are also hosting creator weekends. Yeah, we just want to make it easier for content creators to promote their paid pages and to find each other and to be visible to their fans.
What's the percentage of creators that have fallen through on a collab versus the successful, like everything worked out? Cancellations, stuff like that.
Oh, that didn't happen?
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay,
in terms of reliability from other creators.
What's the percentage?
Just make up a number. I don't know why I said percentage. I'm just like, I'm not even good at math.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much 50-50, I would say.
Yeah?
A lot of creators are not reliable for different reasons. This is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Especially for me, for example, when I travel to another country and you want to meet somebody and they cancel last minute or they don't show up. I mean, you traveled for them and this is so disrespectful.
Absolutely.
And you had all the expenses and you didn't make like a contract saying when you don't show up, then you have to pay this and this.
Liable,
I should do that. I
Absolutely.
thought about that.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, but then if they tell you, well, we still don't pay, then you have to sue them. And it's also can be very complicated.
Yeah, at the very least, I think it'd be good to have it in writing. I think it helps encourage people to follow through in saying that I totally get you. Not even just the OnlyFans content stuff, but like it's very common with kind of anyone in creative industries. They don't show up. Musicians are unreliable a lot of the time. Like even when you're trying to collaborate on something that would benefit them. I don't know why that is. I think it's like people get so excited about the thought of something, but then putting in the work is like they don't have the drive. For that. To go back to what you were saying, I cannot imagine flying to another country and having somebody like not show up.
Yeah, happened to me in Paris. I had a photo shoot with a photographer and also a collab planned. One day before, he said, well, I can't do it, please don't come. And didn't give me a real reason. As far as I remember, through his Instagram story, I saw him hanging out with another guy and annoying. And then the photographer also canceled. And I had to go to Paris. That was the problem. I didn't come from Germany, from Portugal to Paris. And then from Paris, I wanted to go back to Germany. Would have had to rebook everything to get from Portugal immediately to Germany. So I made the trip to Paris and took some photos of the Eiffel Tower and whatever is
Just
there.
did all the touristy stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, well, I'm fucking here, I guess.
And it was during the riots, so I had to be very careful.
Yeah. Wow.
Great trip.
That's crazy. I can't imagine wasting someone's time like that. But I don't know. Some of us were raised right, I guess.
Some didn't, yeah.
So how long have you been doing this for?
I started in January 21 doing OnlyFans.
Oh, that's kind of recent-ish. I mean,
You think so?
a few
4 years?
Yeah.
I mean, 4 years in
then
creator
again.
business is
yeah,
it's a
that's
lot.
a long time.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't have a sense of time because of my ADHD, so... How quickly did you find growth in that area?
So my advantage was that I was on a German dating show.
Really?
Prince Charming. So it's,
God.
you know it?
I think I've heard of it. I've not seen it, though.
Do you know The Bachelor?
Yeah. It'd
Yeah,
be
it's like
that.
a gay bachelor. So,
Oh, they have a gay bachelor over there.
it's in different countries, yeah. So in several countries where you have this TV show, like in the Netherlands, in Germany, in England. And I was on the second season. I was there as a candidate. Because of that, the people knew me already.
Yeah.
They asked me if I could imagine doing OnlyFans or if I already did it. I said no, not yet. And then I started thinking about it, thought of all the consequences that might happen. And when I was okay with that, I made the decision to start it. In the beginning, I showed like erotic stuff of me. And because people knew me already and they were excited about the things that I was showing, I immediately made a certain amount of money, like a kickstart, you can say.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that was my advantage, yeah.
It makes sense. You wouldn't be the first person to go into OnlyFans after being on a dating show. I've seen like some reality shows, these guys do that. The difference though is you actually delivered, because a lot of them just bait people. Like the guys especially, they just create like either queerbaiting content or like they don't show anything. They pretend like they do and then they charge like a shit ton of money for their OnlyFans for like nothing. So you delivered. Well done.
How do you know?
Yeah, I wonder how. You were on a dating show, damn. How was that?
It was an interesting experience.
You're talking like you hated it.
So the prince wasn't my type, so I just played along.
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw him, I thought, okay, that's it. What I mean with interesting is that you have the 20 candidates who are either pretending to like the prince or really like the prince. And you have this challenge feeling because it's like a game show. You want to be the winner.
Yeah, it's a competition.
And then you kind of...
You get competitive.
You get competitive. Yeah, and then you think, oh, maybe he's better than he looks. And so I started to play along. Yeah. Didn't make it to the end.
How far did you get?
But that was okay. I think I got 12th or 13th.
Out of how many people?
20.
Oh, that's pretty good. Like halfway.
Almost halfway.
Yeah, almost halfway. I was like, yeah.
But I kind of liked another guy, like who was a candidate.
Yeah, I feel like that would happen with the gay ones.
Exactly, yeah. Because, I mean, who's the prince? Like, when you are with 19 other people in a house all of the time, things might happen.
So is that what happened out of it? Did anything come of it?
No. You don't have anybody other than the 20 people, like the 19 people around you.
Yeah.
You don't have any social contact because you don't have any mobile phones. And it's a whole different feeling. And also, you think that these are the only ones in the world. And you try to arrange with everybody. And once you are out, I fell into kind of a hole psychologically.
Okay.
So I had to get out of this again because it all seemed boring out of this TV show, you know?
Oh,
because you had all this.
So true.
Yeah, you had something to do every day. Everything was exciting. Everything was new. And then you came back to your life and you thought, okay, what's that? I want to go back.
You're like, this is shit.
Yeah.
It sounds like it would mess with your worldview and the way that you just perceive things. And that's not something I'd considered out of reality TV shows. It's like, there's obviously a lot that goes on behind the scenes with the other contestants and all this stuff. But once you're getting out of it, you'd be kind of left feeling empty, I suppose. Yeah.
Feeling alone, empty. Exactly.
Okay.
It's not easy.
Do you still talk to anyone from that show?
No, I don't have any contact anymore with anybody.
He hates you all.
Greetings.
Oh, God. Love that. All right. Well, what did you do before?
When I came out of school, I started an apprenticeship as a bank clerk. So I worked in a bank with a suit. A bit different than what I'm doing now.
I can kind of see that. I can see you in a suit.
For 6 years in total. After this, I traveled the world because I didn't want to work in a bank anymore. Got boring.
Yeah, of course.
Then I wanted to experience how it is to be an entertainer in a hotel, like when you entertain the guests. It's like this. Do you know those? When you are in an all-inclusive hotel and there are the people doing either the games or the night shows or helping you with other stuff.
Okay.
And I just wanted to experience what it's like to be one of them. So I tried this. After 2.5 months, I said, okay, that's enough. Literally don't have any breaks. In the contract, it says, yeah, you're going to have like 40 hours a week that you work.
Yeah.
But basically, you get up, start working at around 9:30, and then hardly have any free time until 10:30 in the evening.
Jeez.
Because when they tell you've got free time,
It's to
this is the
sleep.
rehearsal time
Yeah. Oh.
for the show.
Yeah.
And after 2.5 months, and this is for 6 days. So not 5 days or something. So you've got 1 day off, and then you're not allowed to be in the hotel because you are working there, and so you have to leave the premise and go somewhere else. Yeah. Then I thought about being a fitness trainer and a personal trainer. So I got self-employed with that when I was still living in the city where I come from. Because I play water polo, I got an offer from Cologne. That's why I moved there. And then Corona came. Yeah, the fitness industry, like other industries, was not possible anymore. Also, the customers that I had for the personal training said that they couldn't spend too much anymore because they didn't know what was about to happen. Didn't have any job anymore. And it was good for a while. As I said, the TV show came. Then I thought about doing the OnlyFans stuff. And then I decided, okay, let's try this.
Definitely an interesting trajectory. And yeah, COVID was a time in our lives.
Hit us all, yeah.
Yeah, that it was like...
Did you also have a curfew here?
Curfew.
Yeah, that you were not allowed to be out after, what was it, 10 p.m. or something?
I'm trying to remember, actually. Did we have a curfew? We did. Yeah. God, I forgot about that part. And it was really bad, like...
You feel like a criminal.
Yeah. Well, here in Sydney, there was a very clear classist divide between the rich suburbs and then like Western Sydney, which is where I live. A higher police presence, keeping us in lockdown and being very strict about it. But then we would see that over in the beaches and northern suburbs and stuff, they're all out doing fucking whatever. They weren't even in lockdown, which is crazy because the strain of COVID that sent us into lockdown came from the beaches. It came from the fucking, I'm pretty sure the North Shores or Bondi or something. So yeah, it was some BS
Bondi
like
is
that.
to blame.
Yeah, always. Can't trust that place.
During Corona, at a certain time, you were not allowed to travel. And they also brought the German travelers back to Germany.
Oh, they made you go back.
Yeah, they had to come out of the countries that they were in.
That's interesting.
It wasn't great. It was a crazy time, yeah.
I refuse to have aged during that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't...
Yeah.
I'm like 2 years
Those years
younger.
are just gone.
Yeah. I mean, how has the reception been? Do you have like family at all who know about what you do?
I do. I think my mother was one of the first, or was it the first person that I
Told.
exactly. I'm just thinking if there was anybody before her. I talked with some friends about it. I mean, she was one of the first who got to know.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want her to
For it to be
get
a
to know it
surprise.
from anybody else.
Yeah.
Because that would have hurt her. She's fine with it. And my brother also knows. I've never told him, but I think at some point he found something. Not that he was looking for it.
Yeah.
But I just appeared on his Twitter, I think. So yeah. Awkward.
That's funny.
The rest of my family also knows now. I didn't out myself like, hey, I'm doing OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But there was a situation when I was not available when I was in Cuba and they all got crazy. I just didn't have internet, so I couldn't have any contact. Yeah, I couldn't respond to messages. And at that point, unfortunately, there was this scam that somebody send a message to my mother from a foreign number saying, "Hey mom, I changed my number, please delete the old one, and I need money, blah blah blah."
Oh my God.
And yeah, she was going crazy because she couldn't reach me by that time. So she thought that maybe this person who got in contact with her did something to me.
Yeah.
And that's when they were doing a lot of research about me, and then
Tracing your whereabouts.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when the rest of my family also knew what I was doing. Because they did more research than they should have done.
Oof. Well, I mean, it's kind of
And it was
sweet
one
that they
day.
cared, though.
It was only one day.
Oh, one day.
I was offline for one day.
Oh, jeez.
So guys, don't be offline.
Yeah. How many countries have you been to? Do you know?
Oh, I didn't count.
All of them.
Not all of them. I've never been to South America.
Really?
I want to travel there, but I've never made the move. But I think the rest of the continents I've been to.
Which places are your favorite that you've been to? Because you've clearly gone back for repeat visits.
Mm-hmm, exactly. It's my 5th or 6th time in Sydney, so I probably like it here.
Yeah. I'd say signs point to yes.
So I'm a beach and sea guy. I like to be at the beach, at the sea.
Yeah, you look it.
So, thank you.
So in that case, where are the best places for collabs?
Best places for collabs, I would say London, then Spain. So you've got a lot of content creators in Barcelona and Madrid. The German collab creator scene is also getting bigger. And I think the best place to be is in Berlin. Paris is also good. So
You sure about that one?
Well, yeah, I was so pissed I didn't want to take care of any other collab.
Yeah.
I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Not this time. Was the gaming night yesterday?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay. I was at the pool party before. Yeah.
How was it?
It was chilled. I left at 6:30, I think. Maybe afterwards it was more party-ish.
Like better.
Better. I mean, I like the chilled vibe. So,
Okay, so you prefer that over clubbing?
No. I mean, I like both. It's nice to talk to people, to get to know people, but it's also nice to just
Yeah, of course.
dance and enjoy the music.
Well, you said you're not much of a drinker as well. So do you drink when you go clubbing?
Usually not, no.
I don't know how you...
How are you surviving this?
Yeah, well, because, like, I mean, I know you can do it. I know that's an option. But especially some of these venues, bitch, they're so dirty. You don't want to see that sober. It's not pretty.
Just closing my eyes.
even yesterday, I don't know why they had half the house lights on. They don't usually have... They had, like, this...
At Universal?
Yeah. They had the back half. The lights were on, the ceiling lights. I'm like, why? That's not necessary. Do you have any idea of how you're going to spend the rest of your time?
After Mardi Gras? Skydiving?
I could never.
You could never? I did it
No.
once.
That shit, I just, stuff like that, I get it. I get it's the thrill. I get it's the adrenaline rush. But I also like living.
Oh my God, I'm fucking stupid. Drinking while I'm laughing. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't want to be flying through the fucking air. I don't have those kind of aspirations. I will shoot for the stars, but I will bypass the sky. Thank you very much. It's similar with like the ocean. I don't know why. You don't fuck with the ocean. You stay away from that. That's where all the sharks and shit and all the like that's for them. You know, why are people fucking with that? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okie doke. So
Yeah.
you're not going up in the air because this is for birds.
Yeah.
And the
It's
ocean
for the
is
birds.
for fish.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the ground is for us, you say.
Yeah, sort of. Parts of it.
I mean, I like it when I did it once in Cape Town. I mean, you've got an amazing view.
Yeah.
And you are not sitting in an airplane, for example, where you have like only the window. It's like all free. You have like the free view. You can look everywhere.
It's very fucking free.
Yeah, it's very fucking free. You've got fresh air. Like your face is making
Fucked up.
it's making moves, yeah, exactly, that you usually don't do. When I jumped out of the plane, it was intense for the first seconds, I would say. And then my body kind of adapted to this feeling. Then it was intense again when the person behind me opened the parachute.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Something comes into my mind right now. What happened to me was I had the belt on.
Okay.
The security belt, or how do you call it? The safety belt?
The safety harness.
Safety harness, yeah, exactly. And it was not adjusted correctly. So one strap was like over my balls. You don't feel it when you start the journey. You feel it when the parachute opens.
Yeah.
Because then the parachute is
it like tugs,
tearing you up, and your body weight wants to go down. So it was like totally, it was very hurtful. It hurt a lot.
It was painful, yeah.
Painful, yeah, exactly. And I told the man behind me, well, it hurts my balls and I need to get rid of that. And he said, okay, stand on my feet and then you can adjust it again.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Stand on his feet in the sky.
Yeah, exactly.
But see, even the fact that it wasn't secured like properly, obviously in
it
that
was
case,
secured.
Yeah, it was secure, but like incorrectly.
Incorrect, yeah.
That's one thing.
They didn't pay attention to my balls.
Which is,
how dare they?
Again, surprising to hear when you look like you do. This is the first time that people are getting to know you as like the OnlyFans creator, like the content creator, outside of, your pre-existing fan base in Germany for the dating show. So is there anything that you'd want people to know? Your fans to know about you?
In general, OnlyFans creators are probably seen as sex objects.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you're selling. And it's
what we are selling. But some people forget that. I mean, it's part of who you are.
Yeah.
But it's also an image that you produce, that you show the people. There is always a person behind it with feelings. Yeah, this is something that people forget. That there is a person behind it and sometimes also feel hurt. And what I mean is when you talk, for example, to people in real life, they seem to already know you.
Yeah, the online persona.
Exactly. So when you talk to them and when this image is not what they thought it would be, then they are like, yeah, exactly. Then they are a bit confused and I thought you were like this, I don't know, arrogant, or you were like only I don't know, shit like that,
Yeah. They make assumptions about you based off their interpretation of your online persona and what you project and put out there. And yeah, I totally get that.
I mean, what I also get is when they only see you fucking, then they can only have this picture of you.
Yeah.
But don't forget, there's also personality. And yeah, that's my message. Like my thing, I would tell the people.
Yeah. And that is an important thing for people to remember, because I've heard that quite a bit. I get it myself as well. Like I get people making assumptions about me all the time. Even something small, like, and this has been the case my whole fucking life, because I have resting bitch face. It's intense. I have like resting I'll stab you face. But I'm literally like, I'm just there existing. I'm just not putting any effort into like smiling because I shouldn't fucking have to. And then people, I've been told before, even by people who are my friends now, like, oh, when I first saw you, like, I thought you'd be a bitch.
Yeah.
They start talking to you and it's like complete opposite. Like, blows their mind. I'm like, yeah, isn't it crazy how people aren't what you perceive them to be at like face value? Like just at first glance,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That happens in the creator world. When you start talking to people, they can be totally different than what you expect.
Life lessons, people. Just don't be a fucking cunt.
Give everybody a chance to
give people a chance, like
to be a good guy.
I would say at least attempt to get to know somebody first before jumping to these conclusions. Yeah. So how often do you receive inappropriate messages or like people who have been rude to you over these preconceived notions?
It doesn't happen too often.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So
lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me. But people sending you messages about or with their dick inside or with their ass, and that happens quite often. But I mean, I'm getting used to it. I just look at it and think, okay, I've seen better. And I close the message again.
That's a solid approach, honestly. But for the record, that should never have to be something that you simply get used to. Just because of what you do, working in the sex industry or not.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's still inappropriate. And if you do not have some kind of consent or like anything that actually says, yes, this person is open and willing to receive this, then you're taking a pretty huge risk by like, yeah. Yeah, like he does on camera.
So for me, as soon as they see a link tree or the OnlyFans link, they just presume that
they think
okay.
you want it.
And that their dick is the most beautiful in the world, or their ass is the most beautiful in the world.
So many of them don't know how to take pictures either. Like, I'm like, if you're going to do that, like at least learn what angles are and learn what's flattering. You know what I mean?
When you take a photo of only showing your crack, it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful.
I hate it. Also, like, I want to see ass, not hole. You know?
Yeah.
I don't get that. That close up of fuck off. Are there any elements of being a content creator and doing what you do that people don't necessarily think of? You know, what goes on behind the scenes that they might need to take into consideration?
Behind the scenes, there is a lot happening. What you see as an end product is not how the filming
happened
or was. Like in very rare cases, you have a one taker. Do you say one taker? You don't stop with it in between.
A single take, yeah.
A single take, okay. Because in German we say one taker.
Same thing.
So sometimes you have that when you just put a camera somewhere and then everything works well and then it's over. But most of the times you've got like cuts in between when somebody needs to get his dick hard again, or somebody needs more lube, or somebody needs to drink something, or
somebody starts crying,
or you starts crying, or you need to discuss what to do next and how to do the next shot. That's what the viewer doesn't see.
Exactly.
Sometimes you don't get along with the other creator and you have to pretend that you're having so much fun.
Yeah, how often does that happen, by the way? How many creators have you come across that you were not fond of?
There were some. I
handful.
Didn't count them.
Well, no, I don't expect an actual number, but...
Yeah, so a handful of creators, that don't really behave in a nice way or in a normal way, I would say. Sometimes you try to have a conversation with somebody and you don't have a vibe at all. Like there is not really a thing that you can talk about other than, what position are we going to do next?
Yeah.
That makes it also hard because I'd like to have a vibe. I think that also the people can feel it.
Yeah, they can sense whether there's chemistry or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for some, it's just, okay, I don't care who the other is. I just I do my thing. And some are very successful with that. But you always have the collaborations where you don't have a vibe.
Have you ever had to fake it, pretending that it was better than what it actually was?
Of course not. Of course, every movie is real.
Yeah.
And I never faked.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what is this question here? I'm leaving. Well,
yeah,
it's obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any big creators have you had to do that for?
Yeah, I mean, So what I remember is that I had one collab. I would say very professional. So not a lot of emotions, and we had like the fuck scenes. And when the camera was down at the ass and the dick, he was watching me in the mirror and he was like, yeah. So it was like a fun moment while you were like, moaning.
Yeah.
So this is like faking it actually.
The moaning's a big part of the...
the moaning, and then things that you don't see on camera or that happens after this scene is like, that was cool. Now let's do the next thing.
Yeah.
And
do you have any collabs that you regret doing?
that's a good question. I mean, nothing is popping up in my mind immediately, which is
a good sign. Yeah,
it's a good sign.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, like a collab that I wish I hadn't done.
Yeah. Or
There were
that
collabs that I
like.
didn't enjoy.
Have you delved into the actual porn studios at all with your work or no?
No, I've never worked with a porn studio itself.
I noticed like some content creators have, so I couldn't remember if you had or not. Yeah,
it got more. Also because of the fact that more and more people start OnlyFans, so the market gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Where did I want to go with that? So, what were we talking about?
Well, with porn studios.
With the porn studios, yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of creators join the porn studios because they just want to make money, because money gets less, the bigger the competition gets. When you are working with a porn studio, you have like a fixed amount that you get.
Yeah, it's a job you get paid for.
Exactly,
Yeah.
job that you get paid for. And also the leaking of
Footage.
so many videos. Yeah. You've got so many pages now that allow users to upload stuff, provide the videos, so you cannot really sue them.
Yeah.
And you don't know who uploaded it, so you don't know who to sue. The only thing is that you ask the site to take it down. As it gets more and more, you really don't
It's really hard to keep
have the
up with.
overview anymore. Yeah, exactly. And that's also a thing why the income from OnlyFans creators goes down.
Yeah,
Because people can see it on the internet, like the actual stuff that are shown on their OnlyFans. Yeah.
the bigger you get, the more popular you get, the more likely your videos are going to get leaked and people are going to get what they want. And so that's less income stream for you. I had a follow-up question and I completely forgot.
We keep forgetting things.
Yeah, well, two sides of the
getting
same
older.
coin here. Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I know. You forgot about your Corona years.
yeah. With you looking the way that you do, how often do you go to the gym?
So the last weeks I went every day, I think. Maybe I skipped one day when I felt like shit because I was sore all over. Basically, like the average would be 4 times, I would say. 4 times a week.
Yeah, nice.
And as I said, I also play water polo.
We've spent this time getting to know you. It's very chill. Bit of your history. Like you've obviously traveled a lot. You were a bank teller at some point, bank person. You were on a dating show. And you're obviously quite a successful content creator. Do you see longevity with that? Do you have plans for anything else?
As I said, I also have the company, and I hope that this company will also get bigger. More people get to know about us and also see their advantages through Collab Finder. A good future plan for me. Like if that works, I hope that never happens, but when people don't want to see me anymore because I'm getting older, then I just hope that I would get enough income from that. If I don't, then
You're like, then I'm
I have
fucked.
to go back into my suit, work in a bank again, and people will
Full circle.
maybe, like, what's the word? Recognize me
recognize you.
from former days. I saw you in the movies, or I saw you in a movie. Yeah, and then I'm trying to sell them a bank account. Well, that is awkward when I think about that. Yeah.
I reckon you could use that in your favor. If it ever came full circle and you ended up back there and people recognized you, that would make you a very successful bank person.
Do you think so?
I think so. Yeah, because they'd
In
be
a gay bank, maybe.
Yeah, a gay bank. go somewhere where there's like a high population of gays,
Yeah.
and then you'll be set. Yeah, everyone's gonna have a new account in whatever this imaginary fucking gay bank is. But also, I mean, you do personal training, fitness stuff. That's always an option.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that, yeah. I could go back to this as well.
Isn't your handle like Body Coach Sascha?
Body Coach Sascha. That is back from the time when I did the personal training.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. And you just stuck with it. You're like, this is good for porn now. Thank you for being here today.
Thank
This
you
has been cute.
for taking my virginity of podcasts.
Happy to see you again.
Otherwise, I'm going to be here for another 3 weeks.
We'll talk after. Thank you for being here, Sascha.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, hope you're enjoying Mardi Gras. I mean, by the time this comes out, it'll be after, but whatever. So, this has been Sabotage. Yay. We have to like start it again.
Okay. I thought we would have to do the whole interview again.
No.
Let's restart. It was bad. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm like, do it again. Better this time. Don't fuck it up.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
Just do it again.